720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yo, Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices into the market, which is the Hotway Cyber 16 Pro SM series. As you can see, it's fresh, box to it's shiny. That's Hot Wave. I come show you how the phone they look like. And I tell you, this will not be just any phone. You understand me? It come with a travel adapter. This be the manual. This be the pin way. You know, you could take open way or SIM card. And it gets in USB too. So it come with 2 cords. You understand me? And you know they're almighty. This is what I'm talking about. You love it. It's beautiful. And this be one of the phones where I tell people when you fall, your screen will crack. This one you go keep for water inside for 3 days. If you doubt me, come. That's my new brand, you know, my new device. And I want you guys to just know that as I understand you and you understand me, I know how you will love this phone and support. That's my beautiful baby. Hot Wave Cyber 16 Pro SM series. I know you guys are gonna love it. Anyway, I go use my one, I go find SIM card. Thank you. Love you. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720.
Okay, so today is still a holiday, and we are also catching holiday cruise here on Sammy Flex TV.
Picnic.
When you are catching holiday cruise, you don't struggle because Long John wanted to steal one of my champagne, but I did not allow him to steal it because they were my special birthday gift present. So I couldn't have given it to him free of charge like that. But life goes on. We are still in the month of April 2026. Looks like 2026 is running on.
Oh, just as every year. I think 2025. So,
no, but we just finished Christmas.
Yeah. So I should now be one say 31st night.
Wow.
Wow. The 31st.
It's really running, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Respect yourself.
I love it. Wow.
Respect yourself.
Well, so it's good, and today happens to be the 6th day of April 2026, and Easter is over. We are now getting to May, which will be Mother's Month. Mother's Month.
Workers and Mother's Month.
Workers. Yeah. Oh, so there will be a holiday on May 1st. Oh my well. Another holiday in the office. Hey. Well, it's all good. Whether holiday or no holiday, I think we are good. We still have to do our thing, and everybody will be good. Now that we are just coming from the Christmas, Easter holidays, I think it would be right for us to review some of the activities that came out of the holiday celebrations. And I'll just throw it out to my people, which one that caught their attention, because it wasn't only one place. Almost all over Ghana, there were activities running and happening, all in the name of Easter celebration. So in today's edition of Showbiz Daily, that is the whiteboards edition of Showbiz Daily. We are starting with this right here on Sammy Flex TV. Our panel members are seated. Intim Dode Solomon is at the extreme end, representing Flex Entertainment Limited, representing Inti Dosu Chambers,
advocates and solicitors.
Advocates and solicitors.
Thank you.
Long John representing
Advocate
Aluta FM.
I hear they are still off air. They are still off air.
When are you coming back?
You are representing solicitors and advocates.
You are not a solicitor.
Oh.
Chemo is the only solicitor here.
Yes.
When are you coming on air at Aluta?
Advocates.
When are you coming on air at Aluta?
After you give me the shop.
And I'm bet you.
Yeah.
So me shall be a much about idea. I'm bet you. Well, so Long John is also here. He's a blogger, and of course, he is one of Ghana's most pundits. Nemo Long John Pentecost social media. And yet, we talk about that later. I won't hear. Roland Amate represents Shagzy, Shatta movement, and of course, Roland Report, as well as Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm your host with the most. And I'm flowing like aqua. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. With our team of producers, Theophilus Digosh, a.k.a. Vendetta. There's that. So there's a friends are arenas in there. Yes, if you shake is with him pressure. Hey, Charlie. Boys, he be with them. We are going to be pressure. When you have got pressure, I hear my pressure. Yo, you don't say much. Long John, what did you do this Easter? And what are some of the events that you would want to mention? Including that post you made online that has gotten people chasing your anus all over the online spaces.
What did I do?
What did you post?
No, you said what I do this Easter.
No, wait. What did you post?
I went to church.
Yeah, I know you go. I mean,
you don't go to church on Facebook.
You work with men of God, so you don't go to church, or you go to work.
I go to church.
I said
you don't go to church. Me will be Saturday and Sunday met them because I'll make money. You went to work, or you've been going to work. Yeah. So, Long John, what did you post? You are looking for it?
I'm there.
Okay, so what did you post?
All I wrote was Kwahu organizers should be smart and double Gomoa offer to Shatta Wale next year, and they will claim their crown.
Talk to your mic.
All I wrote was Kwahu organizers should be smart and double Gomoa offer to Shatta Wale next year, and they will claim their crown. Simple. Until then, Gomoa do all.
How did people understand this post? Like, be honest with yourself.
How do people understand? Honestly, where they were taking it to, it was so lame. I didn't want to engage it.
Okay.
That's why anybody that started the conversation, either I insult you, I just forget you.
How did they understand it? That's why.
So the narrative people were spinning were Kwahu is a more advanced place to Gomoa. So why would I compare the two?
Okay.
And Gomoa, how can you compare village to somewhere like Kwahu? Some too were also saying Kwahu event has been running for a very long time, so it is not about Shatta Wale. But if you try to comb deeper into what I was talking about, I'm talking about the hype of the shows there. That is what, in a nutshell, what my post was trying to preach out. But they've taken the hype out of it, and they're attacking how do you call it? The fact that they're making it look like I'm attacking the fact that Kwahu isn't doing any better event. No. I'm basically telling you that the hype on your event are now low. That's basically what I was saying. That's what my post is actually speaking on. You understand? And that's why I didn't want to engage people, because back and forth, the mindset I'm having will be the same thing they have. You understand? Besides, I'm supporting an artist, and the artist I'm supporting, I believe he carries that trend setting.
Okay.
What else here? Okay. And he said, Gomoa for it in my year. No, Cecilia, when did Gomoa come? How many years did they put up this structure before they started getting the mileage? But because of one man being involved, from the start of launch, I don't know, talkability by what else here? And he said, if you have someone you feel or something you feel is opposing, you need to make your point. Now, but than you're saying, oh, that may need time for Tetrix. No, need time. Okay. Because I know what I was communicating to.
Okay.
I'm talking about the hype of the event. Okay. We were in Ghana when we saw Kwahu from Adom FM.
Yes.
Look, a Drew Easter, the pam baby, because if you have 10 people, at least 3 or 4 are Moko Kwahu.
Oh, yeah, true.
What are you saying?
Oh, yeah, true.
Today, all of a sudden, people are calling me. Long John, come to Gomoa. No, when did this one even come? Interest Akomusa. That is my question. That is what my post is seeking to.
Were there some people who also linked it to Stonebwoy's performance at Kwahu?
I didn't really pay attention to a lot of comments.
Respect to Shatta's performance.
Honestly,
Gomoa.
I didn't. The ones I saw, I didn't see any of that.
Okay.
The ones I was looking at was.
So you mean these were Kwahu people who were not happy with you?
So the truth is,
including me.
Yeah, the truth is,
you were not happy with him.
I'm a Kwahu man.
But you were that one there.
But you are.
But were you not?
Oh man, the Kwahu same point.
You see, the truth is, I didn't really read a lot of comments, but people I saw share my posts and the comments they made was what was how do you say I'm trying to compare the event at Kwahu to no event are event, but at the end of the day, I think publicity is the like the core mandate of every event. Everybody wants their event to be out there. So if I'm a media guy and I'm speaking on publicity, what is wrong with it? Now I go chinchim in seminary now. Oh, you're tribalistic. And that's why I didn't want to engage because I'm never doing unime. I mean to me, what's I'm flexing called tribes. No. Yeah. I'm speaking to the publicity of the event. We all saw that Shatta free the fear, but you fitting the fear ko hype cry different. And in the year can was him. There were a lot of events in Kwahu this year. Please, on top of your head, mention 3. That is what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm not even some event in your papa na. That publicity. We want the publicity. You see, healthy competition. I am a yase. For beba na ba ko ayenim ne dada sink. And we shouldn't wait for it to sink crab before you can was him.
Okay.
Oh, but bibini obeka just oh say na there. We are seeing it. When the publicity start going low, slowly that is how market will also start going down.
Okay, so beyond the publicity, both areas had their celebration. What have you seen online? Because I know you were not present at both ends. So what have you seen online?
I think the online. So it's a very good question.
Yes.
The online presence of the event.
Yeah.
I think it's very clear how even till now there's talkability around Gomoa.
Yeah.
Even till now.
Yes.
But I don't know what we can say currently about Kwahu this year. If there's something anyone knows on top of their head. Okay. That was something I do. Hey, Kwahu 4 years, Bibi say, you can't even, how many videos did you see of Kwahu this year? That is my question. And it's a statement of real concern. I'm worried because we can't allow, we shouldn't watch for something to come up and it's always overshadowing another thing. Can't we always strike the balance? Like you to me who say no perform pepe. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. What I say? I nyame de say we will not talk about the talkability about of Kwahu. Now later artist say obi anko Kwahu. That is why now you better you need alcohol. No. Gomoa pejane die. Then na Kwahu for so here. We didn't get anything to talk about from Kwahu so far. Okay. And your topics in here, when you go more party and you know better. Yeah. What I say? Yeah. Take the Shatta conversation from inside. Okay. There are things A+ have done there that you have to talk about. That is what I'm talking. And it made me concern.
If I just know you now at all.
What I say? There are things he did that. God
snow.
They're hungry.
Since 19 million years. Snow told that.
You see, so when I see me
artificial generators.
Yes.
Snow.
You
see, the last thing I ever do. The last thing I ever do.
Every snow is snow.
The last thing I ever do is. The last thing I ever do is try to denigrate someone's hard work. I don't make us say event on more Kwahu and your papa na visa. No. But my presence online na dying. Ejuma na mo boy no. Nyinia ne presence. And talkability is here social media na bibia. Yehu wa slowly your business is fading. What I say? And all the we no mo dey bantam nyinia. We no conversation based on the topic I was speaking to. Okay. They were all tribal direction. Intina na me person me call no because that is never my motive. The same with the whole issue. Baby I drain it down. No obi akwa chim no. O chim ne sana. You know that is not you so you don't want to engage it. Okay. What I say because obi be for so ma what can be a no when to say sana o wa be kano.
All right, so beyond that, what were some of the significant things that you can say with either Kwahu or Gomoa?
I think with Gomoa they did something exceptionally well. That I must comment.
Okay.
That stage setup they did there, I don't think they've ever seen something like that in their community.
Okay. Yeah, in the Gomoa
That
community.
was a very beautiful stage.
In the Gomoa community.
And they've A Plus has made it possible, has made it realistic that we can actually host festivals of international standard in Ghana. In sorry to say, deprived communities.
Yes.
And they will sell.
Yes.
What
yes.
I say?
Yes.
And look, back to back 3 days numbers. Back to back 3 days numbers. Back to back 3 days numbers. And you ask yourself, this is not a crowd. We sat here, I think, early this year discussing how last year, how some of the events should be spread across.
Yes.
A Plus is showing us the way.
Okay.
Showing us, one of the things I was scared about is getting numbers for some of these events. But it's showing clearly, oh yeah, Yamani writer, you get the numbers. Ombeba.
Yes.
Omobeba.
True.
Gomoa didn't take 5 years to get these numbers. First edition. First edition. How many events in Ghana? And we all know the main reason why they are now having the talkability. Because of one man they put on there.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
That is also true.
Because announcing it 50 time New Year, no, everybody, we saw videos of old women saying they are there because of him.
Wow.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I've seen one.
Whoa,
video
this
like
is my problem. When we are praising other artists, we've sat on this platform to praise people's hard work. Yeah, we praise Stonebwoy hard work. We praise Sakode hard work.
Yes.
When we praise people, they don't allow. Last time we say Roland a positive news via Obiaye news card I found. Okay, as a papa wa for other people who are almost positive. And you can Shatta Wale wants and papa, then they have issue.
I don't know.
Why are you trying to make Shatta Wale look like everything revolves around him? Now, Mebo, if you to your artist, everything revolves around him, talk about it. You have your word, talk about it. I have not spoken about any artist. I don't tag any artist on my post. I don't mention any artist name on the post I make. But people find a way to put in artist name in there. What is Oko Easter? Kwahu? Okobo show. You think he made numbers? You think he brought talkability? Okay. Talk about it on your wall. Let it be a conversation people can pick from. Me, I'm doing mine for my artists. And also, it is your worry.
And also 1 penny.
Me, yes, just as Shatta Wale there, you wanted to only say negative things. And that's why I don't understand.
Okay.
Sasem no me here. Because me, Shatta Wale, we all saw what he has brought to Gomoa. He's doing a $3 million project over there. $3 million foul project over there.
Yeah.
What has here? Look at the your friend say market roadway now A Plus. It is all thanks to media talkability now. Yeah, they call Honomo. So he saw it at the right time to launch this project. You do know what media presence can do for you? Free hype on him the team. You get more investors involved. And I can tell you, if A Plus is supposed to open breakdown details of how this event, you see how private investors were involved. You need talkability.
Okay. All right. So Long John is trying to let you guys know, forget about those narratives. He has a point that he's selling. You either buy it or you ignore it. That is what he's trying to tell you guys. Well, Chamo also monitored from home. Let's see, between Kwahu and Gomoa. Chamo, what did you also record from these two areas?
Kwahu, but we know, I mean, Kwahu, because of Luther FM and others not being active at the moment. Kwahu, in terms of publicity, is really down. Because of
Luther FM?
Part of because they will advertise on Luther FM and Luther FM is no more.
Hey,
so
human being is a cobra.
Since Luther FM and others
are not active.
They are not active as they used to be.
Okay.
Obviously, the publicity of Kwahu will go down, or the Kwahu publicity will go down.
Okay.
For me, I think the main activities that will go on at Kwahu will not die, no matter what, because it's part of their lives. It's part of how they live their life. In fact, to some extent, it's their culture.
Yeah.
Celebrating Easter at that place is their culture.
Fact.
So there's no way that it will die off. The things that we are saying about it going down is about the publicity and what some private individual brought to that place, what they wanted to do with the celebration at Kwahu.
Yeah.
And no na akofom. And yet how our Kwahu for na celebrating on, and I say culture na walk Kwahu no as to how Easter, how they value Easter and how they celebrate it.
Okay.
And only the encore baby the extra that some people brought to Kwahu. And no na and no there I think it will be hard for anybody to say that it's like it used to be. No, it has gone down for that matter, because people who were hyping it, people who were talking more about Kwahu for people outside Kwahu, or people who don't celebrate Easter the way that Kwahu people do it, to go there and experience the whole thing. So now people are not going as they used to. By the activities down there, Ekoso. Bibian Sansa.
Okay.
Obia or walk Kwahu or nim tradition, no, another or ye part of it, no. No matter where the person will be, no, or be eager to go back home, because or kwa yes wafra kwentu maba or kosra busian
social status
so,
can live
exactly. And only bibia those outside, you know, and looking out for the hype for them to also say that we were part of the Kwahu activities and all those things. But the traditional people, the people who belong to that area, not there. And yes, I'm a Kwahu no or no what travel ako ni kromu back. Oko church ebusiafo na celebration na ekoso na niema ekoso,
and then the top priority,
and no need for them, for those people there, and the few people who are trying to project the celebration in a way to bring maybe more economic activity to the place, more people to come there and familiarize with how they do their thing. That one, it is going down. I think nobody can argue and say it is what it is some years back. No, it is not like that anymore. And again, with the Gomoa thing, this is a new thing, and he has done so well. Even the way that A Plus and his team, they have promoted the whole thing for people now talking about it. For me, I will side with Long John and say Gomoa conversation, you know, were more than Kwahu, or you hear about Kwahu festivities and what is happening. I think for the Kwahu people, like I said earlier, the core activities there still went on. Say until is because a lot of people who will go there make noise and let us know what is happening there at this moment were at Gomoa. Including Sammy Flex. Some council so who did and
pass it through back.
But so for some reason you have to be at Gomoa. So that's what is happening at the moment. So for me, I think Gomoa festivity took over this year. We don't know what will happen going forward. But so far so good for Gomoa. And for them, in time past, I don't think they celebrate Easter festivity like the way that Kwahu people have been doing it for years. Are they going to also embrace this new trend for it to be part of them, like the way Kwahu and Easter is like that's how they live their lives? But I can't say same for Gomoa people. For Gomoa, maybe Easter is like the normal thing that yes, we know that this is Easter, let's go through the activity and we will go away. But for Kwahu, it is part of the culture. So it goes beyond just it being an Easter for people to just go through the activity. I am hoping that with what A Plus has started, the people of Gomoa will also buy the idea and do more, so that that projection that he wished that will happen at Gomoa will also happen.
Well, so there was the fashion display as well. I think those clothes were A Plus's wife's clothes, right?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't. They were not specific with who it belonged to, but there were names attached to it. I don't know.
Yeah, because I know A Plus is Akosia V.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She's
know
a
she's also
fashionista
into this
and doing
business.
that.
well, I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I want to suspect they were her products. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who is
no.
that? Gongonsa.
Gongonsa.
Hey, and I'm on for by.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See,
That was
so imagine,
Wow.
imagine all the notable names and faces were all at Gomoa.
Wow, interesting.
You understand?
No one will argue.
So you make a trouble be we now be called in the tribe. You should see say you should be.
Okay, Ro,
Next.
take over from there.
Congratulations to A Plus and Honorable A Plus and the entire team that put together these activities for the Gomoa Township and its environs. Long John Komono, I think San Semnibia utie the first time over dress a wakam kwasem. Benya botre. Oh yeah. Utie the first time I be wa say wakam kwasem. Benya botre. Na dream hu din na titi be free mfe bika ho. Oho na ne okan no. Obeti ase. And even if you don't want to argue, on argue bebre. Obeti so. For me, yes, just as Chemo said, when it comes to Kwahu and its activities, these are activities that have become part and parcel of the people there. Easter is their festival. Yes, there are other many traditional stuff that happens there, but Easter is an adopted one that has come to stay.
Okay.
And there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Okay.
So when it comes to that period where even people who have left the town want to go back to the natives of Kwahu, it is more or less like a homecoming to them.
Yes.
For them going back to their families and all of that. And we know the culture when it comes to Kwahu people. They like to travel. They are explorers.
Director, let me see some of the power gliding shots. I want to see how people were flying.
They like to explore. So mostly Yabeka cho so ukoni kro ma obehu dan bia weku crazy ho.
Okay.
And all these things are part of the reason why they would once in a while want to go home or go back home.
Okay.
So as for those basic activities there, they are there. But you see the difference here is the hype that some individuals gave to the whole activity.
Okay.
That is the event now manful be and last time I was explaining to you how they were able to build this whether consciously or unconsciously because there was a rotation of cash flow.
Okay, but this need to be fun.
One
One day I have to try it.
Yeah.
But the manual
I said, Unya could deny one. Oyembese. Oyembese.
Okay,
you call Paga the same thing. I want to be a could crocodile. So, wow, got an answer to wash it.
Fear for me for no cassette. So you see, it was a rotation of cash flow where more modern activities, year in, year out, it was rotating.
Okay.
And that is it. This time, unfortunately, not Chemoka say radio ni TV hype no can. Yes, it is part of it. But the cash flow, the cash input, is also part of the reason why hype no come from.
Okay.
Because how many events? First, Kwahu, you can have about 10 different events.
Sure.
Maybe a one day. Every stop has an artist.
Yeah, something is
Top
happening.
artists.
Every stop, whether top or even small, like every stop has an artist. It almost became a competition among the nightlife, the nightlife joints. It almost became a competition.
What can be a
Sammy Flex part one. And catch it
Afro part one.
and they sort it up.
More cost.
Afro part one.
Every stop Bia had an artist. It almost became a competition.
Yeah.
But Sisiano, even right now or this year, how many stops Netimi host artists. And we saw the decline in this for the past 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
And I'm even say after COVID.
Yeah.
Any who the decline of artists afedie. Artists muko Kwahu eko performing no. And so and this year, I can tell you, say, apart from maybe a Stonebwoy or performing, tell me how many artists are muko Kwahu performing and a year topical. No. And this year, I can also tell you, say, and your government, and do more. And even Sammy comparing even Stonebwoy's performance and its related conversations. Any project our government with the Kwahu Business Forum. No?
Yeah.
The Kwahu Business Forum seems to have
government
but it is businessmen. Yes,
we are talking about government
influence.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
having the president and
added up to the hype because imagine say Senka president and call no Gomoa.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
I know say one call no Moko voter region. And I would have been there. And what would have happened to the hype around Kwahu? Minya sure person can be a business for can come out from Bobeti. And I will not become topical like the president being involved. Obiako chair president with tax.
I want to get a coach as
chair president.
Or not Nazon.
Very possible.
Okay.
It is possible.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I like the greetings.
You like it.
Okay.
So you see, senior governments they didn't who share more with its activities now.
Okay.
Ask yourself, say, hype and it's the same. Now, A+ they're not here with Gomoa.
Okay.
For Anyamina maybe born up like I'm not for baby born up also.
True.
From different angles.
True.
From the economic benefit to the cultural upliftment to whatever. He has done it.
Okay.
And you know, let me come back to Long John's post and connect it to this.
Okay.
I make us say we read the Long John post now. First, I may also come because I said, but who say no. It is not about comparing. It is about diversification.
Okay.
You see, variety is a spice of life.
Fact.
And I'm doing
also a voter region.
Dabi.
Where now?
Gomoa. You see, I'm for him say Gomoa for quite networking. I didn't know Gomoa people can twerk. Yeah. I go faji. Gomoa for networking.
Into a Gomoa twerking.
Gomoa twerking. So you see, and yet, the Long John kind. You see, yes, variety is a spice of life. We should be able to make sure, say, the fact that somebody is doing some in Gomoa doesn't mean, say, we should take our eyes off what is happening in Kwahu.
Okay.
You understand? Because when it gets to December, there is that cry of, activities in the majority in Accra. So we should not do the same thing with the Easter.
Yeah.
At least for Easter, if Senketiminya about the 5 or 6 major regions in Ghana, all popping in terms of activities, and Kebe Boye, and come not
super.
Shoe brand Ben.
I saw say horror.
He said, because she had no horror. Bobo. What is that, Jesus? Odiche.
I saw say horror.
Time over one corner.
I saw say
energy. Obiansu to be.
Pata passport. So my point is that if we should be able to have about 5 or 6 regions doing major events, especially during this particular period.
Okay.
Minya sure say do December, not most of the events are saturated in Accra. Some people will complain to that extent.
Okay.
At least a boy if the hype in Kwahu is going down, let's find ways and means to amplify it. let's find ways and means for people to come back to consciousness and see, say, oh, that be idea way there, because it is the same thing that we would wish for voter region on how they've also started the heat. It is the same thing we would even now see pressure go other MPs, the ministers who are region. Because you also have to be involved.
Yeah.
It comes with benefits. So you also have to be involved. If not for anything at all, even you as a politician, it is of great benefit to you as well, as much as it is to the people economically.
I know.
Because we one of us are your fans. Me we what stages now? One year busy. And 1 year busy, you say they are A+ 1 year busy.
Yes.
You say A+ 1 year busy.
Chena that
Andrew Cuomo, no.
Wow.
Say tabam.
I see.
So me, I would say congratulations to.
Why? Sister, if you how many times did she dress?
Why?
I saw another video of.
No,
Oh, that was PS Oh, okay.
This is Stefia.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nini na account. So me, I would say congratulations to Honorable A+ and his team doing this event for 3 solid rounds or 3 solid days, from day and night. It's not a joke. And I would advocate again.
Okay.
Say people are seeing, or they are seeing how people are talking about Kwahu Easter and its activities are amount for acknowledging the fact that okay, the hype has gone down or is going down. Please and please again, the Gomoa Easter Carnival is one that is not for A+, or it shouldn't be for only A+. As much as it is an idea to now create some hype around Easter in Gomoa. Me, yesterday I was telling somebody that I wish, say, the Gomoa Easter Carnival, it will be something of a like Salah. One day we as say this Salah will chrome has every Zongo community.
I'm a fan of World Cup.
Any event. It and not necessary say obefa top artist. Cesar Dura. Da kuma yo mo die ni ma yo mo die mamo bi yo mo die Newtown yo obi abeye die and you see all these stages serve the artists in those communities. Gomoa has over A+ community I hear has over 20 communities in total. And say community biampo ye ni dia, imagine how these artists like individual communities betimi grow and Ochina say A+ in New Hompo, or he decides not to go again after years of him benefiting her. Next time, no, they will be stay and they will be able to sustain it themselves. And it will be an empowerment of promoters. Because it is that way. And I'm moving to me promoters. Hey. Confirm. You see,
he was actually called.
It is one way, and a bit me empower amount for Ebiana. There are even people in Gomoa who want to come into the event space, but they don't even know how to go about it. They don't even know what to do or who to even go and see. Now I'm sure, say, if they are potential investors in Gomoa, they will be able to link up with some of the organizers and say, okay, mensume pese mi yebi, and it may not be only during Easter. Ebi a mensume peki different period. Say na May say Workers' Day, Mother's Day. Somebody would also want to host their individual events there. And Abua. So me, I would say congratulations to A+. Congratulations to the artists that graced the occasion, and of course the icing on the cake. Shatta Wale also gave that particular spectacle of a performance on that night.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. And however you also saw both activities or both events from Kwahu and from Gomoa, you can share with us in the comment section. We do this with you, so feel free and drop it here as well. Meanwhile, I'm also looking at a Dope Nation concert that has been in the news for recording a flopped attendance, and many people are talking about it. As a matter of fact, when you go online, there are people who are accusing Dope Nation of not doing some things right as much as their career is concerned. And I want to ask my people what they also think about this. Like, that is the Bukom Boxing Arena, Bukom Boxing Arena is a capacity of about 3,000.
4,000.
4,000. And at least between 3,000 and 4,000.
So this is the beginning or like
the show proper. No, Chemo is asking a solid question. You know, sometimes shows start slow.
Yeah.
So the question is very solid. So Chemo is asking that
4,000.
This particular video that we are watching, was it when they were starting the show or it was at the peak of the show? But this is Jackie performing, oh?
Sure.
This is Jackie.
Yeah.
I think this will be a new artist.
Yeah, okay, underground artist. So then there's the new, the early time.
Yes.
But I Theo, give us the time the big boys were performing. Give us the time the big boys were performing. Because that is the real judgment. Because I saw a Jackie performance.
This is it.
Once again.
This is the real time.
So there's Agado.
That be Pola was
Dope Nation
when the Kakalika dance.
Agado nominayaka.
That be Dope Nation performing.
Agado nominayaka.
So this is Dope Nation.
Yes.
The main actor.
Yes.
Have climbed stage.
Okay. So
and then after this, them doom light no stands name.
Main doom ne.
This one, obviously the numbers were low.
Doom light no stand. This is the first one, and then light in the pan because now man for my Befili. But after a point, they realized that Charlie, the Bessia nation, you know, the Mumbi Muna Yankoyeni.
Mabuko Mox Arena is 4,000.
It's 4,000.
It's 4,000.
Wow. Okay, so there are some commentaries. Ro, earlier you saw some commentaries on this.
4,000.
Start this conversation. Let Roland start this conversation.
Maybe 50.
Any panel? Oh, they're more than 50.
Trevor, more than 50.
They're more than 50.
150.
More than 50.
They're more than 50.
150.
More than 50.
Ro, so start this conversation with me. There are some points you gathered that I want to also feed into it.
Some people have given their commentary.
Okay, so let me tell you why this particular issue is a topic. It is a topic because, you know, for the past months, Dope Nation has been trending as having one of the biggest songs ever that you can think about.
Yes, currently.
In the name of Kakalika. Kakalika. Like they know Dope Nation is trending. That song is really banging. Everywhere you go to.
Global hit.
It is banging. So they know that if you have a banging song and you have a concert, definitely it should
be a simple job.
It should reflect. We should see that, Charlie, action and their But unfortunately, they did not feel the action. And I'm sure certain man Komono Abedosono. And Ru, what are they saying?
So some people are also of the view say Dope Nation's brand is one that the people cannot relate. The people, the people, according to them, I'm just saying, post nankasana will be say Troy na.
Okay.
Also, Dope Nation doesn't have because the market women and staff may know Kakalika, but as to whether they can relate to the song, they can relate to the faces of the artist.
It's a wrong.
I don't know how person or convincing because do you have to see the face of an artist before you can go to their concert?
We know some songs are far bigger than the artists themselves, so you can't come up with that point. There are some songs it is so big that some people don't even know the artist who did that songs.
Exactly.
So you can't say that. You
have to know that one also constitutes in Ethiopia. If the artist has a big song, but people cannot relate the song to the artist.
Okay.
Probability says the artist not a release flyer so be sure. People may not be able to connect again. High.
Okay.
That is the person's point. Yes.
Okay.
That is the person's point. So me, Enona make us okay. If that is the case, that may play a role, but it may be in the minority for me, because I think the factors may be a bit constitutive to the low turnout of Dope Nation concert. One period no, period no. Ena baby omo ye no. You see, first of all, we will consider the venue, the period. A period that most people say, or brand, and especially if this is your first concert or your maiden concert, you are likely to suffer, especially when so many people do not know the kind of experience they are going to get from you. That is brand trust. Ebia oma o concert da. Inti onim se okay. Se mi stay na ma nko Kwahu na mi ko Dope Nation concert there na menya. And most people would want that after the maiden edition. Se obi ba no be catch na.
Is this the first time Dope Nation has put together a concert?
Yeah, this as far as I doubt. Really?
Yeah, I think they've put together some concert be at Achimota before.
Yeah, more.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, this is not the first time.
Yes.
You know, personally, I also think the location did not help them.
Yeah.
Because the people there who can easily walk in,
or
they
suffer
are
to
not
get
too
there.
cool with their songs or
That,
something.
no, that brings me to my second point.
Which is?
Target audience in their marketing process. The target audience in their marketing process. Unfortunately, they relied so much on the high school people. They relied so much on them.
And high school people, they cannot afford to buy tickets.
They don't even go to events of this caliber.
The ticket is
a
around
nice program.
50 cedis.
No, it's not about
High
the
school
price.
now, no, Ajuma Ben or you need to
No, the time, Chemo, the time sale.
And
It's a nice program.
I feel
Me
say,
back at themselves call program and I do
Drop,
book boxing na me money.
and me, I feel say most of their marketing line was tilted towards that direction.
That was wrong.
It wasn't so much open for others to say, so, okay, I'm going to. I say, my concert, no, me, that is what I think. On top of mine, I quiet to say, okay, we want to connect with the kids. And most of them were the dancers. So most of the dance groups were there to support them on the night. Most of
they even saved the day.
Most of the dance groups were there. And everybody that is familiar with the Kakalika song and all was there to support Dope Nation, including all the dancers. I call my friends and cry.
Dance God.
The Dance God group, like all the Combos man. Combos man was the one in the uniform. I call here. He was there, and all the dance groups were there to support them in that concert.
Abigail Dromo.
Yes. For me, I think they made it look so high school be. Some people felt okay, perhaps maybe a way you are quiet to say fanfare at the end. You see those day concerts come with your family, come with your kids kind of event. That is how I felt.
Then the time was wrong. Then they should have made it
The
an
time,
afternoon,
yes.
an afternoon event.
Exactly my point.
The timing
And-
was also wrong.
And for me, I apart from that, at the period and so on the fact that okay, would people want to, in terms of prioritization of this between this and other events, which one would they want to go to, especially when they don't have any idea on the kind of experience they probably. I'm by a pa.
Dancers.
Most of the dance group. Me, I knew this was a dance show. I've seen some videos from the event, and I have another conversation on it.
Okay.
The dancers, the dance groups in this country. In fact, our playlist, it's a gospel artist. It's a Ghana gospel artist.
I don't understand.
Sammy Flex better praises, Long John better worship. The same song.
So they need. It's because of their kind of ways. They need the songs that will give them the energy.
It is not about needing a song that will give you energy. And on the Ajete so amone Reverend Azigiza amokan, they think almost disrespect you. You see, it is about originality and how to stand out.
One way dance moves.
And how to stand out in times like this. Because you say, okay, when it comes to you going viral, we know the song. Sometimes they even tap into the songs that have already gone viral.
Okay.
Aside your Manka Somutimi choreography, they tap into those songs. But when you are built to perform at an event, know that as much as a year projection, you are also in competition with others. It happens to most of the gospel artists. Ube who say obiti auditorium nim ya bele ne song be performing esu no be gina stage so to nenyum in the name of worship, in the name of praises esu no nipa ne ti auditorium onum no be to nenyum. Meanwhile the person has been built to perform into oba enyum be na obeto oba enyum be na obeto. And it is the same with some of these dancers. Dance groups the same set of playlists, the same moves. It may be so okay, is it a dancing competition or it is an event where you guys are there to create an experience? Because if say events are movie creating experience, even if you are dancing to the same song, which is kakalika, I don't expect maybe a DJ to have the same dance moves with a different dance group. Because a dance group never you see away na trendy into also be jinaswa any kakalika the same kind of style and experience no one ever. Into for me, I think dance groups also in this country should also look at that. Okay. And that is why say events omuntimi embele 3 different dance groups on one event. Because one year it is the same set of playlists number be repeated one. Then we might as well take one person and no.
Okay, Long John. About the Dope Nation thing, I want to believe you've seen it. And what would be your comment so far?
I think first of all,
I have a good mic in why.
Maybe
I now mic na o kasawa.
I want him to say Kasa.
Oh,
Pekasa. Yo, Kasa.
Kasa good mic in.
See, the truth of the matter is, I feel one thing artists should understand is sometimes they are the reasons we have entertainment shows. They are the reasons entertainment shows have pundits and people are like who reason and bring out suitable solutions for situations like this.
Okay.
If for instance, I think one team, I want to give an example before I say my main point.
Okay.
One team that listened to the loud cry of industry people was Black Sherry's team.
Okay.
I remember when he was supposed to move from his old venue of doing events into a bigger auditorium. Everybody was rushing to go and do stadium.
Okay.
And then some of the entertainment show, including this place, we told him that he should take his time and use the Legon Stadium first.
Okay.
Because if he bask his hope on social media conversation, he might disappoint himself.
Okay.
And truly, the team listened.
Okay.
And they took the concert there. He saw the numbers, and now he can make his decision going forward.
Black Sheriff show at the Legon Sports Camp. Did he do 360?
No, really.
It was, but the whole
It
stadium
was supposed to be a 360 event.
Yes.
Quarter stage.
No, it was
quarter
it was supposed to be a
wasn't
360
quarter.
event. But because of the boxing setup,
No,
because of the boxes,
they did the setup like Stonebwoy did with at the Accra Sports Stadium. So you only say stadium near around. So they put the stage
At one end.
post on Honum.
Yeah.
Then they will use the back as backstage.
Yeah.
Then they will cover the rest of the act.
So
So
Not just
See, and their friend hot shoe stage.
I don't need a friend stage.
you understand?
Hot shoe.
So like I was saying,
stage.
he listened to advice,
Okay.
and he himself saw the numbers for himself.
Okay.
But probably if he would have rushed to go and take the national stadium, like we all know, now I could see BBC like this would have been the results. What I say. So sometimes I would like to beg our artists.
Okay.
Entertainment shows sometimes are there for them, they themselves. And entertainment na moye. Education so na yewa. Unless the ones that are not serious, which is obvious for them to be able to pinpoint.
Okay.
But there are platforms that are teaching you your ways and how to go about things.
Okay.
Me assure say omunya penyi bi mu ne omo kasa ya. And compared to say anka there's supposed to be a Soviet where they are going to do their event. But what to me say nothing went on. And one of the things I think that gave them higher hopes was an artist promised to be a headline artist during the event. Stonebwoy went to their comment section and assured them, so be performing. Giving fans hope, say, a very massive.
Why? So you think it was Stonebwoy's comments?
No, I'm saying, I'm not saying it was Stonebwoy comment, please. Man, over here social media.
No, but the other fan
It's a moment,
because Obiako any show. T. Obi akọ any show.
No, obi akọ
When
share
Timmy
ball.
earn your numbers. And fan kofa baby.
Utime.
Obeye comment.
Meba. Hold on.
Kasim
Hold on. It's a moment.
Can I say me name wow. One can you see the nim. A better one so.
You better say Gary.
Very second.
Say me event. Na obeka chem so beba. Onkwa na oba na so o de fan base ba be coming.
Obviously say.
Meba.
Obviously say. Oh, but
no, I'm trying to give you an example. When Sammy was doing his show, and Shatta said he was going to support, it was Shatta Wale going to support. He wait, me Mami Pong, over to us. It's the Shatta fans pair. Kobe because we and yet omodia.
That's your opinion.
Support.
That's your opinion.
No, that is the fact.
But you can't put your fact on me. May come a point.
Fact there, any negotiation.
No, find the fact your source near ever.
It is what we have seen.
That be uncle, Mami Charlie.
When Shatta did Shatta first, we saw the numbers. But when Shatta went to support Samini, we saw the numbers.
Uncle.
Fact upon fact.
Uncle, let me ask you a question.
Facts are non-negotiable.
Uncle, let me ask you a question.
Ask me.
When an artist decide to feature another artist, is he looking at benefit or betting free some artist ne fan business on streaming platforms?
It is the hope.
Oh, Uncle, hope. Is he looking at? Is it a possible thing to look at on paper?
I'm answering you, but you don't want to listen. I'm
there was
saying
a
that,
hope.
Yes, he hopes to enter into.
But I idea or the kind of requirement to say, oh, your name says Stonebwoy, and I say, where am I featuring?
All those things are hopeful wishes.
Uncle,
it's some presumptions that you are going to make.
Exactly. So it is feasible things they look at. And I'm a person I'm coming. Hold on, neighbor. I'm coming. Let me say this. When Stonebwoy made the announcement, didn't that comment alone did it not become a headline on its own in this country?
Yeah, some
placing prominence on the kind of artists or your top artists. I'm not saying this is what I don't like. I'm not saying this thing to make an artist look bad, but I'm building a point. See,
By building it.
You see,
foundation. It's a new town building. Abua, not foundation in yet. And I'm Abua Kunipa until they build the foundation in the ankle. Carry on. Song on.
One thing I want you to understand is
good.
Yes.
Me, I feel there was a lot of wrongs in organizing their event. A lot of wrongs, and one of the main wrong is they didn't survey where they were going to do the event very well. Per the strength of their fan base.
Good.
But you see, like I said, one of the things artists do most of the time that the mistake is basking their hope on artists that will come and support. That is one of the mistakes I feel artists do.
So they did not get more artists supporting them, eh?
Oh, they had some.
Stonebwoy himself was in there.
Oh, forget Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy could perform.
They had some good artists.
I forget Stonebwoy.
So which artist did they see perform?
I saw some.
Uncle, let me tell you the truth.
Tell me the truth.
The truth of the matter, artists who organize their own show should understand that. When you do your show, every friend that has promised you in the industry is watching live. If they do not see good numbers, they are not coming out of their house.
Kim Promise was there to perform.
I'm not saying, I'm talking about most artists.
Wow, Kim Promise perform?
Yes.
I'm coming. I'm talking about most artists. They follow what bloggers are posting about the event.
Okay.
When they see the numbers are not good, unless artists who value friendship, who value loyalty. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say. Because like I said, an artist gave the sweat.
Jackie was there.
Yeah,
wait, I'm coming. I'm not speaking. Listen, you see, what I'm saying is, if you look at what Dope Nation did, you could clearly see they believe some of the supporting artists, because of their name being on it, or because of them releasing that they'll be on bill,
they will come and support.
They are going to have more fans from that side. That is it. That's why they went for such a venue. That is why. But they have full hope, sir.
But I'm sure they decided their venue before even the artist said they will come and support.
No, uncle. Uncle.
Oh no, but that's
you see, they'll decide
before.
No, they'll decide their venue. If you be very honest, you see, I wanted to say this in correlation to the event about to happen in UK. The various events are about to happen in UK.
Okay.
people should learn from this. That when it doesn't go well, it will be clear for everybody to see.
Long John the blogger.
Oh, uncle.
Not a macadam.
Ne event asem na
Me
eka.
both this Long John the blogger.
Na show out na mama ne.
And I said, oh, you enjoy
Come
that.
on.
Their own person.
You see, well, no, me person me make a point. No,
Make
you
your
understand?
point. Make your point.
Mbomidi mame.
Okay, cool.
Event,
Make
no.
your point,
You see, don't bask your hope in artists or do a mobile
Yeah.
when you are doing an event.
Okay.
So this should be a learning curve for omo do show akọ UK.
Okay.
From this show, when po Ghana, ya young crofo. Yes, some people watch our face and tell us that oh yeah free events kra ubenya numbers.
Okay.
This is a typical example.
Okay.
You can have the biggest song in Ghana and still struggle to get numbers for events.
Yeah.
It is not about his song. That is why medical says something. Or say numbers can lie. Clear identity here. But impressions
Yes.
never lies.
Yeah.
If you really have a deep impact on people, and it is Canada.
And yeah, 1 million views.
That is why Shatta will go to Gomoa and get the same number and go maybe I'll call Ashanti region. Kumahu and get the same number and come to Independence Square and get the same number. People think Independence Square was easy. What about Gomoa? What about Kumahu? Yes, it is someone's event, but mind you, this is the first ever event in Gomoa of this kind. It's young fun say event. Young fun say Shatta and Kwahu.
Okay.
Do you think those numbers are going to be the same? That's why you have to, as an artist, know your strength with this fan-based thing.
Okay.
Don't follow other artists to book venues. Asimeti Abonte Yakwako Boki O2 Arena. So I am quickly going to book a stadium. No, it doesn't work like that. But Kawase, let's not put
I'm
in.
giving a
No, it suggests to the others what they are doing. You see, because the reality on the ground is when you are dope nation, Omama Kwame Eugene, you're free. Kwame Eugene, when you're free. Say Kwame Eugene per se, oh yeah, we let's say contemporary nyama on social media.
Everyone comes to base in Kwame Eugene tweeting.
Yeah. No, ma.
Okobo Gomoa bre.
No. Kwame Eugene can't. No. Kwame Eugene can't tweet anything now.
Why?
Because he's also struggling with his song. So you see, the truth of the matter is, people should understand when you are an artist. And two, I think another thing that worried Dope Nation is there are consistency in events. Consistency when we event. I think, and there on last year did they do something?
I'm not too sure about it.
Right.
I don't know yet.
What else here? And the consistency in their event na me feel is part of the reason. And as I say, then the hype around their stuff.
I beg to defend the consistency. Kofi Kinata's made in Tardy. There were some years he did not do. I think about 2 continuous years or so.
Not even Kofi Kinata.
Let's even use our own Shatta as an example.
Even Kwahu Smoke. By the time Kwahu Smoke did his first concert, it was even an odd day. One that nobody would even try at Good Park.
But
yet he sold out.
Let me show you something. Let me say this today.
Okay,
right?
say it.
When your event is backed by money, good finance, you can get a Kwahu Smoke kind of event on the first try.
But it doesn't guarantee patronage.
Wait, because we all know the money that went into the last year when we were talking about Kwahu Smoke event, we spoke say publicity about phone than compared to first one.
Yeah.
Sika call first one publicity. See good money. Influencers say wherever you pass, you see it there. These people, you could clearly see it was from their budget. And they are not on a label.
Yeah.
They don't have any financier and back home.
But long John, it still doesn't guarantee patronage. Because me will grow man Stonebwoy did the video on a concert for stadium. I publicize it.
And make a choice and your event.
Go.
You understand? Where your way more event. That's why I'm saying that. And you see, I want us to understand. They have a hit song go. The reason for an event, good song guy, industry nimbe catch us a challenge your wow show. But this is a clear indication, Massa. Oh, his song, and his song in Ghana, Kekeu, Africa, baby, Aji, baby, but he couldn't feel his audit. In fact, one film or half in Powenti man fele.
Okay.
And I want people to Ghanaian artists to understand some of these things. That is why we have industry people. When they are about to set this kind of meetings, they should call people to their desk, solicit ideas. Because when you go and say somewhere and say your time, but what should you you can see yourself say mo survey na.
Okay.
And mo amoso mo ko UK. Mo mfa we nya example. Na yanko peja mo asem na anko yi a na maka say your time. A time ni baby ya.
Okay.
Dope Nation the same way we always supported him. Anko ye kan wasem. Also the anko ye na betena hanoma and be enemies of progress.
Okay, Jamo,
Yeah.
take over from there. The videos and the photos we've seen there, we all know the story.
Obviously,
something did
didn't
not
go
sit well with the event.
For me, when the director I bought first video, I was thinking, well, maybe it was the beginning of the show. Nipa no bi oha Ghana for event goers there.
Why is the director also playing this particular video back and back? Why?
Later.
Ana
onimu no omo de omo encho
interesting kwa you can't Dope Nation show you are playing some girl be anymore
but osha obviously I'm cause the omo peno and one thing is clear I think say omo underestimate how to get people there no? They thought it would be easy, especially having the dancing groups and some of the people in there were popular, so I think in their head they can use them to bring people, and it doesn't work like that. And again I think location was also a problem. Location and then the kind of people that they were targeting, like we have said earlier.
Okay. You know, personally, I asked Roland when Dope Nation was going to do their concert. As a matter of fact, I thought it was going to be at that Chimota area because you know they live around that area. So when later I saw videos, so it was at the Bukum Boxing Arena. I knew about the concert. I wanted to pass through there to support because they came to support us at Shatta Fest. So I was willing to pass there as well. And I thought it was going to be at that because the Achimota one, I've been there before. I have some memories about that Achimota show. You understand?
Yeah.
So when I knew, another Dope Nation show and at 12
so for me, I think they should just, they can do it again and even that place and still get people to come there. Just that they have to learn from their mistakes. I think there were a whole lot of things are almost getting wrong. And also how many dancing groups I call her. Obviously, they marketed to the dancing groups.
Yeah.
And almost also buy, but they were not enough. And you know, they should
I
just
think
learn
their problem
from
is that Charlie, our songs they are for the dancing.
Just,
Well, you know, many of Dope Nation songs are the fast-paced songs, and the dancers vibe with them more. Yeah.
And my mistake, but I think they can come back. They should just learn from their mistakes and now analyze the whole thing, know what went wrong, what was okay, or the ones that you think it was good, you did better with those things, maintain them by your mistakes in terms of what went wrong, what you should have done, what you didn't do, and all those things. I think if they do that kind of introspection, if they do that kind of thing and then come back, they will get it right. It is not nice, or it is not good for any event organizer to record such numbers. And the sad part,
it's heartbreaking.
Yes, and then the sad part is
like this that I recorded.
It will even give you some form of anxiety if you try it again. That's where the thing is, because the same thing will happen. You'll be asking the same question: are they going to come this time around or not? And it's not a good feeling. So for me, I think they should just analyze what happened, know where they went wrong, and then fix those things and come back. I think, as for like we are all saying, as for the songs, they have it, but you can't just use that to bring people on board. You have to do more than just having hit songs.
Okay.
People some people will come there not because of your songs. It's because of something else, the antics that you do at the end of the day, or the music, the dancing that you may involve them, and all those things is what will bring them there. So if they are not so sure on that day you do those things, they may not come. As for your song, they have it already. They can listen to it at home and all those things. But for me, I'll emphasize that they should just analyze what happened, know what went wrong, and fix them and come back again. It shall be well.
Well, Chemo says it shall be well, and indeed we pray that it becomes well for them as well. Now, there is also another story that I would want us to look at, especially after Shatta Wale added his voice to the call. You know, over the weekend, there was actually a flute in Swedru where some friends and loved ones of Abu Trica were on the streets. They actually hit the streets to call on government to have some mercy on Abu Trica. And as a matter of fact, if you see the videos on the screen, this is Abu Trica's friends and fans, led by the wife. The wife even spoke in an interview where she said she is begging on President Mahama to come to their aid. They understand that Abu Trica might have erred, but that's the wife in the brown joggings. They call it joggings, eh? And I the term friend saying leggings.
Leggings.
Ah, okay, this is leggings, not joggings. Okay. So skin tight. Aha, skin tight leggings. That is. What's that?
Listen.
Yeah, so this is Abu Trica's wife, the lady, beautiful lady we are seeing there. And she is showing with the brown leggings.
It's not red.
Is it red?
It looks red.
Okay, maybe I'm color blind. No, it's not red.
It's not red.
It's not red.
Yeah,
It's not
you are
red.
rather color blind.
Okay. Sorry. We are talking, so yeah.
Well, so director, the wife spoke. Can we have that video? We can go watch it, and when I come back, I'll ask you people. Meanwhile, Shatta has also added his voice when he was performing. He also mentioned it. These are two areas I want us to look at before we Chemo will take us through Mr. Beast, who has given trouble to one administrator right here in Ghana. Let's go watch it. I'll be right back.
Ghana for and I don't for a way try Asia. Madam Munina, si fit support and body am I fit day one. Madam Munina, say, na mekasa meka wa hey. Ebedu man penyin ho ene mpenyimfo nyina ho no Abua ye boni bi anase wa ye funso bi etia Ghana fa monfa ne boni nche no na sisi ade be bi eduide extradition adoso ye kitabo fra mo nhwe de ekoso ni na stress ayedu fiti 4 months ye 4 months ni ye hwa ye mobo ye monfa nche ye pama chew mpenyimfo am wo Ghana fo Momboye na munhuye mobo me ni ama be me ntumi nka ni ama bebre shino ni makenya ke me nkpanye fai nya na wo mobo ni nye keke awo ene penny yo ni mawe thank you
na mayansa muka free abu Obi ayi fọdù wa lẹ́yìn ayé pẹsika ala pẹsika obi ama mi jẹ
Okay, well, so that was Shatta Wale also adding his voice to Abu Trica, who has been captured by the law. And so for Abu Trica's case, Chemo is a lawyer in the making. Chemo, so far, with your little knowledge in law and your background so far, what can you tell us about this Abu Trica before we even come to the free Abu Trica and matters arising?
Yeah, I mean, the basic of it all is that FBI, after giving that request or making a request for Ghana government to assist them extradite Abu Trica to US. We have laws here, and according to our laws, or based on the laws that we have, there's a special arrangement between Ghana and other countries, not every country, but certain countries. And the law is saying that if there is an issue with the law, if somebody commit a crime and the person is not in the jurisdiction now or commit a crime now, they will make a request for Ghana. And I say, Bianca, independent Dibone or Ghana, and we US, Ghana will make a request. Now US government. If there's a merit, it's not automatic. I think people should get that thing. Say Ghana, a request to say, oh, as soon as say Dibone, ye person more than a ba, na ye try no, and I say man court, na ye dinner some near say, Odifa Odibima. Now, Ghana will make a case, present evidence to show say I'm panipane Dibone for the US government to be convinced, say I'm based on what you have no. I yes say nipane Dibone, but when you're guilty, into the moon fan and corner of Munko dinasem. That's the bottom line of extradition, and I said the arrangement that we have made with other countries. The same way, say US government about Ghana, and also Ubie Dibone. Ne nipa na wo Dibone no. This is the evidence that we have. Ghana government through our court system no, will look at it and say okay, you have a case here, or there are evidence to show say as nipa na Dibone because he's not guilty. He's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law.
At the moment,
at the moment, he's not. And you know, based on evidence that they will bring to say nipa na Dibone a person could deny no, we have to weigh it and see say okay, truly, there's an evidence, ample evidence for us to take an action. And based on that, then the extradition will be given for the person to be taken away and then go and try him. In this particular case, you know, the lawyer or the legal team of Abu Trica are saying say there are other things that Oma can. In fact, from the beginning, they were protesting say the process that they went through to arrest Abu Trica was not in order or the right procedure. So they are even fighting that. Just that omodi enoneba no court ni bogui say enye eno ho asem na all can no hono omo anshe dan so musa because their thing was that said the omo treaty Abu Trica na enye good, and I say any say treaty obisa when you want to arrest the person. Abu Trica now sues the people who went through that thing. And you know nka court no ma Abu Trica ho kwan na omu ni sa asem no nwie. And sakra na sa extradition case ni abeka ho asem. Ena ye throw eno out and yes no extradition asem na na beka based on evidence FBI through our institution na ni FBI adwuma ne de aba no we are ready to give him out like as extradition ekoso. But the legal team of Abu Trica they are saying say no. When you go through the extradition treaty na you wanna sa asem ne kro omo de aba omo be gina so de extradite no enim endi wo gina no so de ne kwa enyeye endi no omo pese omo plead with the court. Any Ghana government say no, there's a process, there are things that you have to follow to extradite somebody, and they are clearly or expressly stated a crime and other activities are any pane ya extraditing. The mudi dance de Abua kono enim enya sanity enti mudi ne ko enye legal team of Abu Trica na make sa statement. And enti no court no ama omo kwan say okay, now they have agreed and I said they have decided to do the extradition. They want to grant the FBI to take him away, but they are giving Abu Trica's legal team 15 days to make a case for them to say okay, I think this is a solid case, we will not allow Abu Trica to go because evidence is not strong enough. And you know, why should we allow him to go? Besides the point that even the treaty, what the treaty is saying in terms of extradition, and shut down qualifies her, and they should give them something. So now we are waiting for Abu Trica's team to make a case that will convince a court for the court to say that okay, I think you don't have strong case, so we will not allow him to go. That's what we are waiting for. The protests happening now, no, some people are speculating or saying say because the case is not that strong, the people, we should pay more attention to other things rather than just the extradition. And one person I vocal about this by Oliver Baka Voma, or part of the, I think, legal team of Abu Trica. Yes, and his argument is that apart from the fact that Ghana, FBI and also US are making 200 extradition, Nina Ghana the omokoi without hesitation. And for the first time, he feels ABI this time around they can take different decisions, especially when there's no strong case against Abu Trica like he's saying. And he's saying that on the outside now, only the public in the himself, they are charging him for he is involved in $8 million scam. Or whatever that they were saying. But lawyer and person says $8 million now the two any legal issue no me there but na say case no me there beto no $8 million be anymore. The akwetire Abu Trica na involve na nkasa ye betumi akase sikase na abedi no ho no kra according to lawyer no $13,000. Entino o de ne ko say extraditing because of $13,000 and no according to him no, it's not enough to do that. And a man for BT or more outside no almost say and then I think it will not be fair for us to take him to the process and extradite him. And some people are making that campaign or doing that campaign to create awareness for other authorities, not just the judicial service, to take notice of what is happening, and if there are any interventions that they have to make, they have to do it. But it shouldn't be like they are not following the law. It should go through the law court or the law process. Just that they think that they don't have strong case for them to take him away. And I'm not surprised that somebody like Shatta Wale will now also come on board and say free Abu. Because of those issues. I mean, there are other people extradition na ye do omo kwa obi ama meka say free social and so free social and so. The money involved no, nobody contested to some extent. In the omo kwa by Abu Trica case abeye a bit I would say dicey,
complicated.
Yes, a bit complicated in terms of and not having that strong background coming from the FBI people to take him away. Some people were even making arguments. They even tricked him to get him. It's not like wakako dibonino no mochino in the course of him doing it. Omo ediba say a betino and a watum. And the nina kan na any strong sanya dadino. They feel that he shouldn't be taken away. So there are some people are almost that campaign, and including the wife, as you were doing in your intro, say I mean, or your family man. And apart from that, even there were other people are almost protest now. Almost say he is taking care of people, and almost consider na almost enjano. Yes, almost for some people they don't know say. Or the bonnet or ni bonnet, they don't have any means of knowing to make a strong legal for him or against him. And ebinum kase se wadi boni mpoa omon fanche no munya no ne adade se wadi boni de anka ye mfanche no, but no it is not on their side, another it is not part of omo argument to make a case for him. And no your lawyers in the BSA. And no say what to say be obi kase wadi bone kra monfa nche no munya no ne hwan ate ase because those people they are not legal people and they can't make legal case outside the court and things say it will take effect and until say abutrika baby mama and I said the wife because say oh so wadi bone kra na yemfa nche no and all those things are people should understand. They are just pleading, say obey but the legal case, and making legal argument, will come from the lawyers. And the lawyers are saying, say they have a strong case and they think he shouldn't be taken away.
So in this case, if someone is doing a campaign for free Abutrika, the person has not erred in any way.
Not at all, because who say baby see, a man for Anyasa campaign. This one is different because of the information or the facts coming out.
Okay.
The facts are not ever out in a week for you to take him away based on what we know now. Unless there are other things are in here. But based on what we know, the facts of the matter are almost to do the extradition a week.
Okay.
According to the lawyers, and they say, in fact, some people will not even look at you if this is the evidence that you are going to use for that. And I think the lawyers are now making good case outside the court for people to be aware of what is happening. So Nkofubikra speculate say the lawyers may even encourage this campaign to happen. Because them alone making the legal case is one thing, but getting people to be aware beyond the legal issues, is also important. Now the president may be aware because people are doing the campaign. The other branches of the our system will be aware and now be taking keen interest. If they get to know the details of it, they can also tell the legal people to look through it very exactly. So they are not really doing it in a way to free him if he has committed a crime. No, they are saying that this is a weak evidence for you to take the action that you are taking. So look at it very carefully. So some people are making that argument that even the legal team of Abutrika can push it small, say Charlie for other people to be aware, to be interested in the case, because there are some people are what Abutrika din what say so go through the court process. That person may be influential in our system, but on the onim the echo. Until now that people are doing free Abutrika, let Abutrika go and he will go and ask what is really going on here. Do they have a case to say free Abutrika and all those things? So I think that's what is happening. It's an interesting one, but nobody should chastise those who are making that campaign. I think for whatever that they are doing, it is not a final thing. It is only trying to create an awareness for some people who matter to go through the case proper and see whether he should be freed or still go through the thing.
See. Well, I think Chemo has given us a beautiful background of this matter, and listening to Chemo makes anyone who would accuse anybody for supporting Abutrika's free Abutrika agenda not right. And already we know when you go out there are people who are attacking the lady, the fans of Abutrika, friends of Abutrika, loved ones of Abutrika, and even Shatta Wale for coming out to support this cause. Chemo has made it clear that no, they are not wrong. They've not done anything. It does not make them look any bad. It means that indeed whatever they are doing is a good cause. If the laws in Ghana are ready to go deep into it, we might even get a different case. So someone like Black Rasta, who we have seen or we have heard writing headlines and some statements coming out from people who are observing that, oh, this is what Black Rasta is doing, he should take his time. Chemo has an explanation that demands that we go into the matter before we talk. Well, Long John, come through now.
Thank you very much. With this case, I had keen interest.
Okay.
Because I followed the matter since its inception. Okay. And one of the people I closely followed is the legal counsel for, a member of the legal counsel for Abutrika, which we all know is a very popular or voiceforous person on social media, which is Osajifo Oliver Baker Vomawo. I'm currently on this page and I want to read something.
Okay.
I think before I read it, what I have to state clearly is the kind of mindset people have about Shatta Wale, I think it's about time they change it.
Okay.
One thing they always feel is Shatta is always on drugs. When he gets on stage, he just says anything.
Talk to your mic.
Before Shatta Wale mounts stage and speaks his mind, I'm telling you today, he has read through and has gone through the details of the subject.
Okay.
And this case is a clear example, and I'm going to state it. Why Shatta wouldn't see, and he himself is an example because he has been bastardized by an institution when his case and the fact of the matter were total opposite.
Okay.
That is why he feels his pain. And Shatta, mind you, he's on a quest to liberate the youth. I don't think Abu Trica is 87 years. We've not seen Shatta Wale talk about.
He was 30, early 30s or 20s.
Yeah, I think he was in late 20s.
Kill energy, no.
No,
Kasi, you are not sure he's in his 50s.
Someone
Support you. And you'll be an
we all see how Ken Oforiatta is out there in the news, but Shatta Wale has never made a comment trying to call freedom for him or government should leave him. It should tell you that he reads through the issues and understand when he should speak on this subject. If you were Abu Trica, will you be happy if Shatta Wale calls your name and calls for your freedom? Now, let me now delve into now these words I'm going to read are not my words, but the legal counsel involved in the case. Emphasis, involved in the case. So before you go and take any conversation to counter this, make sure that conversation is part of the case. Thank you. Let's talk Abu Trica. That's from Osajifo Oliver Baker Facebook page. Abu Trica was set up by an FBI informant who approached him saying that he was expecting some $50,000 and that Abu Trica should help find a bank account for them to transfer the money into. 2. His share would be $13,000 if he found an account. 3. Abu Trica went around asking different people because he thought he was making $13,000. 4. Someone gave him an account which he gave to the FBI undercover agent. 5. And he was paid $13,000. This is the entire evidence the FBI provided. When Abu was arrested, the FBI came to him to give them the name of the person whose account it was. Abu didn't. Before the matter went to court, they had Iyoko issue a press statement claiming that Abu had scammed people of $8 million. Now, I've read something. You see the first case. Then the lawyer of the case now sees that the case that was brought in their docket to go and argue in court is not what was put out in the name of against Abu Trica's name. So this was why he was amazed. Good. I want you guys to understand what is going on.
We are listening.
Abu didn't. Now Abu was charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud. On top of a deal, he agreed with someone who told him, "Get me an account, and I'll give you this share." Agreement. Anna status. Anna status. Put Anas in your mind. Now Abu was charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Conspiracy to commit, not committed. Now,
those are like cases.
Yes, sure.
Those are pure cases.
Yes, I'm only repeating the words.
To commit.
Yes, I'm only repeating the words.
It's actually a crime.
Yes. So now we presented the magistrate with 80 pages of legal argument tracing the history of the extradition treaty, showing that the offense of conspiracy is not an extraditable offense. It means that the offense they want to extradite Abu Trica for based on that offense in Ghana legal courts, you can't use that to extradite a Ghanaian citizen. Abu Trica is a citizen of Ghana.
Okay.
And if we are to go through legal steps, this is illegal. That is what basically their argument from the section of Abu's this is coming from. Legal team is coming from. Now the matter is under appeal. So I won't say more than that.
Okay.
Except that in my whole life, I have never met a judge so eager to extradite a person before. Complete refusal to follow due process.
Okay.
Her mind was made up from day one.
Okay.
This is the legal counsel's personal view and stance of the interest of the judge in the case of extradition. This particular statement is him concluding why he can't fathom why a judge would like to skip legal processes to do something that is against the law.
Okay.
His own judgment. These are not my words.
Okay.
The truth is, out of 200 requests Ghana has received, all 200 have been extradited by our court. 200 minus O. America courts, we catch a code. We dey fear like school children.
Yeah.
If our courts are willing to follow the law, not be afraid of America, Abu's case will be 201. Okay. Now, what he's trying to say is, every country have their sovereignty in their law, their constitution. That is why we had a Russian come to this country and manhandle our females, use them with public spectacle, display different styles and arguments online, and left. And after leaving, we had a state minister give trust and bold statement that we will pick that boy and bring him. We will pick him and bring him. Until today, the picking has not been able to pick. Because the ambassador stated clearly that their constitution doesn't allow them to give one of their own to another country for a crime committed. Okay. Stated clearly. Okay. Based on their constitution. Even though it is a crime in your country, he came to do it. Evidence is backing. But our constitution, sovereignty of law is at work. That we won't do it because in our place, it is wrong for you to bring someone from your country to your country to be punished for a crime he committed here. So long as he has entered our country, case has died. Okay. Until he leaves our country, you have a case. Okay. So if the lawyer is making this argument, I think if you are wise like Shatta Wale, you understand that it is right as a citizen of Ghana for you to fight for the right of Abu Trica. Okay. Because he has a case to stand by. Okay. The constitution of Ghana do not permit the kind of crime they are putting on him in the law court, not the one presented in public papers. The crime that was argued in the law court is not right to be extradited. Per our constitution, it is illegal. But because it is America, people are afraid. So if Shatta Wale adds his voice to this is not a wrong call. Okay. That is what people should understand. Okay. It is something he himself has read through the case and realized, then this is bully. Why would you do this to a young man? And it's true. If he was your kid, if he was your brother, he was your relative, you will be in the same shoes. Okay. Because per the constitution, it doesn't allow you to extradite the person. Okay. But also, meanwhile, if somebody goes against the law, alone, constitution is there. Okay. Constitution is so any must say the way. But what's it change? Is it because you are in a position of power, so you have every right to go against the law?
Want to abuse power?
Are we all against under the law, or some people are above the law? That is the question, Shatta Wale. That is why Shatta Wale will insult them, and he's right. Because if me, Shatta Wale, I can buy a car and they look at me and tell me something different. That is the same thing they are doing to Abu Trica. And you definitely feel the pain. Now, people think the whole thing ended over there. Vemawo then came again with an extensive post. Okay. Then he said, I didn't know there would be much interest in the Abu Trica post I made. Okay. Started a new verse. First point, I see people are surprised how on earth I can say that the real amount involved is just 50,000 when it's all over the
13,000.
No, 50,000.
Okay.
When it's all over that it's 8 million. Now to be clear, this is not about arguing a legal case in public. In fact, we haven't put out any public statement about this case since we took it on for various reasons. 3, the way forward for the gentleman will be in the law court, and we are arguing our case there. Meaning the post is making, he is not making it to make an argument on illegal argument.
Okay.
He's just sharing
creating awareness of what is happening in the law court here.
So I'll speak on the issue of that viral 8 million claim. And I'll just point out here that we have already sued Iyoko on that public statement they made calling a suspect notorious fraudster. Another crime or something wrong done by a state institution on a citizen of Ghana. That you arrest somebody, the person has not been charged or been found guilty of the crime, but you call the person illicit name online. Mind you, a state institution doing this to its own citizen. Are you getting the whole argument? So this is not Shatta Wale's call is not a call for he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
What they are doing to Abu Trica, they can do to any of you. Why? Because they are in power. And it is not right. If you can't treat people in power like that, if you can't look at Ken Oforiatta, he is not a citizen of US, but see how the laws of US are dealing with this issue. Imagine if he was in Ghana. He's not a US citizen. Hey, I'm sure he has 2 passports, right?
No, but
he's not.
He's not a citizen of US, but he has due to the fact that he has both passports, right?
No, but he's not a citizen.
Good.
You can't be a minister in Ghana here if you are a citizen of other country. So
but,
we know that for sure.
And no crano, see how they are fighting for him.
Okay.
Based on because the supreme discussion of whatever that happens in the US is their constitution. And everybody falls under the constitution, including the president. Okay. That is why as a president can go and capture another country president and bring to US, and the judge will tell him that he can't sit on that case. He closed the case. That is United States. The people that brought us democracy are practicing it with wisdom. But our very people that learned the democracy, you ask yourself, what is making them practice this democracy? We definitely need autocratic, because what is the meaning of this? There's constitution, but certain institutions do not want to follow due process. Okay. Now, no, me come Obiatias here. Okay. Send you don't know, sir. Shatta Wale knew the depth of the issue. That's why he spoke on it. Now, to be clear, this is not about arguing. Okay. The way forward for the okay. Secondly, point 5. Secondly, I do not hold brief for Abu and cannot be the one to justify or explain to anyone his business or professional entanglement. Okay. He can do that better. Okay. 6. The plan for him to get bail, so that the plan was for him to get bail. Okay. So that he can grant his own public interviews. Okay. Well, that bail was refused 6 times. Even when for 2 months, all we were doing was waiting for US to bring the evidence docket. Okay. Meaning, case nebedu Ghana, ye prepare ako court. Evidence docket they still had Abu Trica arrested and was behind bars. Okay. That the lawyers were trying to get him to get bail, bail, that he can also go out and tell his part of the story. That one too wasn't granted to a Ghanaian citizen. Okay. Remember? Now my job as a lawyer isn't to only rely on character assassination of a client's I don't know. Remember?
Quotation not
So Long John, Muyenye Udeni, Uye Bue, Long John.
So lead counsel for Abu Trica.
Yeah, lead counsel.
Yeah. Long John, Yenye Udeni.
Now look at the first picture, which is a statement on the U.S. Department. The plan was for him to then. Number 7. Now my job as a lawyer isn't to rely on character assassination of a client in the media.
Good.
Or even allegations.
Good.
My job in defending anyone is to ask, where is the proof? And I can only speak on something I am provided proof of.
Okay.
Now he's explaining his role as his legal guy in the competent court of jurisdiction. That me as a lawyer, I'm not supposed to come in public and discuss this issue or make him look good in public.
Okay.
But me, my job or what I am being paid for to be his lawyer is to ask for proof of his accusation. I am calling Sammy Flex a short man. Where is my proof? Say, or a shot.
Fine, take measure.
My father says, so I can. My boss watching.
What's that?
Oh, there.
Asoma akeka na adi ache.
Now
Ya
we
put Trica akeka na.
What is it? There you see? What is it? That is the truth of it. No, I'm just making
Champagne,
it.
me from
Yeah,
Mali.
Champagne home.
There you see?
Champagne, me from Mali.
I'm making you guys understand it to the barest minimum. That he even explained why he as a lawyer is playing his role and what he's supposed to do. Now, what the case I told my client so for proof, but only proof. Then number 8. Now look at the first picture, which is a statement on the U.S. Department of Justice website. They say clearly that Abu Trica took over $8 million from elderly victims. Keep that figure in mind, and also the supposed victims. Number 9. Then after that, based on the statement, not evidence, based on statement, meaning the accusation on U.S. justice system platform, no, it wasn't an evidence-based accusation. They were mere statements where a legal representative to Abu Trica speaking, not Long John.
Okay.
Then based on the statement, not evidence, they gave to Ghana's Attorney General Department. They decided to break it down into their own 9 charges.
Okay.
I'm attaching the 9 charges for you to look at. If you add up all the money alleged in the supposed charge sheet, it is 7-point-something million, no longer over 8 million. So you see why Abu Trica lawyer has enough case, and why someone like Shatta Wale will study this case and be like, no, this is bully. This is not fair. Because the facts of the issue do not align with the accusation. These are according to the lawyer's own statement.
Yeah.
Then we go to number 11. Keep in mind that these are their own numbers, so I haven't added or taken away 1 kobo.
Okay, be wrapping up on your side.
Now you may ask, where did I get the 50,000 I talked about yesterday from? Well, look at count 1. They themselves tell you about the $50,000. Now, oh shit.
Long John, be wrapping up.
Boss, we have to educate the people.
But you don't have
that's true.
Yeah. Time, so.
Now I'm telling you that.
That's why you should.
Now I'm telling you that this is the only charge for which we see evidence. So, meaning the 50,000. The reason why I did that post about the 50,000 is that is the only charge that had evidence.
Enumuna onya 13,000.
Yes, and then the evidence back it. So that is why he had to make a post about that only. Any other accusation were mere accusation. Mami and they were no be into me to us because I was 23 points. And I mean
The wakanan etie for atia.
So yale. So yale.
The wakanan etie for atia.
So who ye?
No, maybe but most say mama 23 points.
Ready need ye. Ultimate to us, but you can summarize.
So okay, so you want me to summarize the whole thing?
Exactly.
What I'm basically saying, right, is no, say be more person more next person to emergency.
Yes, summarize it.
It's based on the work.
Based on what you guys have also heard.
Good.
It should tell you, say, Shatta Wale is a wise man to support a Ghanaian youth.
Summary.
Who is being manhandled by people in authority because they feel probably they are in authority and above the law. Probably.
Okay. Yes.
And we the citizens are supposed to be under the law, which is not a fair call.
Okay.
If somebody like Shatta Wale, who we all know speaks on behalf of the street and the youth, will come among all court cases, among all cases of accusation. Why would he pick up Abua Trica? Because based on Abua Trica's case and based on what his lawyer has brought out, there's only one case on Abua Trica with evidence. The rest are mere accusation based on his lawyer. These are not my words. So if you are Shatta Wale, you know this. You will definitely come hard at authorities. Why are you doing this to your own citizen?
Okay, thank you so much, Long John the blogger, for that education and the information delivery, the energy. Oh my goodness. Long John, your lawyer there, all Lucy case that. Because judge and I am best. Your lawyer, all Lucy case that.
Yeah, just they don't question solicitors and advocates. They don't question chambers. There you be.
Well, close the show. Our time is up. This year, I hear the Mr. B story to crack out tomorrow.
Chemo headmaster.
Yanko.
For definitely Shatta adding his voice to this conversation. In him say it will take it into a different level.
Yeah.
To me who and all the especially ill comments that some people will make.
I remember when Shatta started, they came to look at me. Hey, stories.
Abua headline. And when it comes to the other comments that people would want to add to it, well, your mom you see, say and towa, you will not see how serious this issue is.
Okay.
Say and far down. You think say okay, all is well, all is right. But if you've ever had a close encounter with some of these conversations, you will not, even if you think the person is as guilty as Satan, and you agree say if sometimes these unfair treatments have been meted out to you before, or you've had a feeling of it, you understand why some people would say no. Into me, all the demonstration that is happening, from the ones on the street to the people adding their voices and all of that, it is just one thing. It is not as if the people are demonstrating or pleading because they want to change the course of the law. No.
Okay.
Because we know they can't. No matter the demonstration that you do, it will not change the legal processes of the country.
Okay.
It may affect, you may think, say, okay, I affect you, baby, but it may not. You see, when Shatta was detained inside Iyoko, lots of people gathered around the premises of Iyoko.
And they also shouted free Shatta Wale.
And they also shouted free Shatta Wale for whatever reason they believed in.
Fact.
Now, my own is that did it change the processes that we had to go through inside? No.
Never. We went through the same process.
You will go through the same process.
Looking for 10 million bail bond.
You will go through it. When this MPP in Nipe was also detained, Chairman Wuntumi was detained at Iyoko. I am on Kotina for Momuja, free parliament, FRK, Edro Parky or Mokasi from Kotina for Iyoko. Did they change the process, the legal processes they had to go through to get the man bail? No. In Timeno, I see it as okay, a period of awareness, because it is through these processes that some people will set up one. Even if they would want to take advantage of the fact that they hold power, so they can use it. Because you know, sometimes the process can even be a source of punishment to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes the process, going through the process, can be a source of punishment to you. After going through the process, they can tell you that okay, you will be pardoned, or you can't even be pardoned, because they know say yes, process now wow favor kakra for when you So going through the process, so my own is that it doesn't mean say okay, the fact say be a man for demonstrating and I advocate say free this, free that, free this, and you free this, free that,
but use the right means. Because if the right processes are done, there are certain punishments being poor so the money pana who knew her. Who knew her. And a typical example is this Agrada's case. We know how a 15-year jail term was slashed to about a year.
Yeah, to a year.
15 years. So imagine if they had not, or they had even lost their appeal.
Yeah.
Just imagine. Just imagine. And one day, we know how sometimes, some cases, a man for gusu or remand, remand. Some people have been in remand prisons for years. Meaning na sem ni yendi yempo me yakase ebia or you're guilty or not guilty.
Okay.
So sometimes when people enter into this level of advocacy, it is not thinking that the Rebecca say throw the law away or bend the law for them because okay, be an ipani and a relative and a loved one. Okay. But sometimes if you don't go through the right process, you punish the person that you even in your mind you want to correct.
Yeah.
Or even the society that you wish to deter from some of these things, you give them a different perception of what you actually want to achieve. And it will not benefit anybody.
Okay.
Because if say obi da remand and the person has been in remand for 5 years, meaning that the person's case ne can impon yendi mpo me yen ka say ebia, but we know every crime is bailable under the law.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're able to argue it well, unless there are other details, of course, it is subjective, but we know that majority, sometimes the one that will make them deny you bail, there are conditions to it or there are other technicalities to it. But on a normal level, we know, say, most of the crimes are bailable. So if, say, especially ones that we know, so okay, this one, there are other processes that you can go through and still keep the person. Nanipano, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, the person is in remander. Think about it and ask yourself, say, where is the justice that we pride ourselves with?
Yeah.
That is on the national emblem, freedom and justice. Justice no way.
Justice no.
Justice no way. You ask yourself, where is the justice? You understand? And me, when I see some of these things, these are the places, yes, my drink first. Because it can happen to anybody. Ebia Shatta there no onya legal processes etimi stamp go through. Maybe Abu Trica is also, the lawyers are also fighting to go through. How about Kwesi Chunto? Wo ye chiwa. What state attorney? State attorney.
No crowd.
State attorney Beka challenge. Obeka just challenge.
No what
Obeka just challenge. Case dey call o dey be piepe give chile. You see, one way ya wunya, and unfortunately, some of these unfair treatments may be meted out to you, and you may find yourself wanting. Ebia. Mika simple, the bay and impo say, assembly impo wundi. Je, at the same and saying, Papa, yes, you kuku macranti on remwa. Yeah, man, 4 years. Say 5 years. Papa, you kuku macranti on remwa about 4 years or 5 years.
Okay.
The same way, I saw people online. Oh, I'm on for be cry a video. Oh, akranti keke.
Kukru de car. Ene kukru de car.
People were pleading for him left, right, center. And you see, it brings my mind back to the communique. The communique Long John also pointed out. Sometimes me say me who. Iyoko for letter how much notorious fraudster me am see notorious pa. Since when did we describe suspect in that manner?
Suspect
too. Because if not for anything, he's still a suspect. Even if you extradite him from here to America, he is still a suspect until
proven guilty.
You see, intino me who ye me am shame. And you see, back to the Akrantie case. I'm for
I can't tell you.
I'm out for advocacy. Oh, president, yes, sir. Oh, some were even calling on the president. I'm interested in the case.
Wow.
So I decided, okay, let me go through the details and see what is going on. Is it just anymore there? And I say, Kokro the car, and the dear Kwahu ko shame 5 years now. Then I realized, okay, now the authorities that were involved, which is the Ghana Forestry Commission, now decided to open up the conversation in the public domain. Like they also came to speak. And they provided evidences or instances suggesting that the guy is not even a first-time offender. He has been prosecuted on that same offense.
Experience are particular.
And different occasions have they even pardoned him.
Our champagne.
And just when they came out to give these details, and Assembly could die. Then some people that were even advocating for him knew that, oh, okay, then this is where it has gotten to. Even if you would want to plead for him, we will plead for mercy on top of justice.
Okay.
You understand? That is where your plead will go.
Yeah.
Me, my own is that when some of these cases come or when some of these things happen, Charlie, sometimes the communique that is released in the public is mostly different from the actions that have been taken.
Yeah.
Because Obi say the communique that came 8 million. See, it is the same thing with Hadia for real Casey. Hadia for real was convicted. She served her sentence and she's back. But cast your mind back to when her conversation started.
Yeah.
The amount of money that was linked to her.
Yes.
Ebe we chire do ni main case na nkasa so e ma mu gina so di jailing ni ponasika na edrusek. Nasika no edrusek. Look at how Shatta Wale's conversation changed colors.
Money laundering.
In the conversation.
Stolen car. So many things.
And
in fact, when they told him about the money laundering, that one I was in the office with him.
And me.
Shatta was, are you people serious?
And me.
I was in that time that I was there.
And me put the no near me, and that is not even my big deal.
Later they will come and.
My big deal was when a supposed letter was released as coming from an institution, and the institution kept quiet. Once we know how the institution communicates, we know this is an institution that has an official letterhead that speaks whenever they want to address an issue. Yet a supposed communique came from and was circulated on all media platforms. Yet the institution did not come out either to confirm or deny that supposed letter. It's in Bianca sa letter no and in the contents of the letter also incriminated the institution in a way and come obey sir. Exactly my point. And Canadian me sure say the nipa ko post this letter the first
Rambo Star.
they will whisk you
Rambo Star.
you bet too will, and that is how it would have been. Into my point is that it should not only be because okay a citizen, and that is where some people will feel say okay a citizens na mo pese mu di omo na nye due process na mo pese mu kom. Because if it is due process, I don't think that an entity will release a letter in the name of an institution, and that institution that has an authority to pick up anybody that they want will keep quiet unless maybe it is coming from them or they support it. And if that letter contains a misinformation and later you released an official communique and it did not address that letter, because right after that letter circulated, the communique that came from Iyoko did not address that letter. It did not speak anything about that letter. Intimi business in China, obi abetimi sorry assembly no akotro bibi, not the abeto in the name of an institution ana. And all these things you may think so the free one, it is because they want you to no bend the law in their favor. No, but sometimes they want you to be on high alert because the boss of the institution may not be aware. But some people, we know they are corrupt people in almost every institution. Some people may want to take advantage of it.
public accounts committee. Don't we see them?
We are closing.
What legal processes are taking place?
But they have their own operations.
We are closing.
They have their own operations. So for that is what I'll say.
All right. Some of your comments on Facebook. Jerome Ni Pakpo Akwe. Senior Mafia. It says, Long John, we are dropping deep thoughts. Long John Camp for now. Almost fire now. Now, Eric in Yanot says, I'm watching you from Lewin Town, Kwaman. I wish you happy Easter, guys.
I know that place.
You know that place, huh? All right. Now, then Chui Sugar says, democracy is not good for Ghana. Please help me wish my beautiful wife happy birthday in advance. Oh, you didn't mention her name, Umpo. Oh, Charlie. Yes, sharp. Now, Kobe Josvan says, but Iyokukra, hey, is it an institution intended to bully its citizens? Because some of its operations are not. Make sure Black Rasta does not see this. Kobe Josvan says, I just they love Long John's energy. And Amajio says, Long John, too much energy. Now on YouTube, let me see those who are also here and as part of the conversation. Frederick Apia says, happy Easter Monday. Good evening to you guys. Awao Moha has given us love emojis. Celebrity Pastor says, Kwahu Anto Gomoa 2026. Kwahu Emfa. Kai. Hi. Emfa. Now, Celebrity Pastor comes again and says, Black Rasta calling Shatta king of fraud today on his show. Saddened my heart just because he said free Trica. What about Kwahu? Is he also king of fraud? Now, Celebrity Pastor comes again and says, Long John, forget them. Kwahu na edeba and so Gomoa na ye ne hate. Remember, God is here. Celebrity Pastor. Gomoa is trending since Shatta is still trending. Celebrity Pastor. Only one man day. His name is Shatta Wale. He's like Jesus. He set the captives free, fed them and blessed them with money. God bless Shatta Wale. Captain Scarlett is here. Jackie Boatin says Patapizi, giving us the clapping emoji to Patapizi. And Kachi says, but seriously, Honorable A+ has to be commended for directing traffic to that side of the country. It was a beautiful pack of joy. Hope other regions are watching and making notes. And Kachi comes again and says, Wale and Patapizi, my performance of the night. Wow.
Yeah, big ups.
And Kachi says, Dope Nation has all it takes to be great. They got bangers and the style, but their stage performance there, somewhere. And Kachi, let's say if we deduct Dope Nation and his squad, DJ and his boys, security personnel, and others who entered on pro bono, then, yeah, wow. And Sam 90 says, I'm watching you guys live from Qatar. Please, how can I buy Hot Waves phone from Ghana? How do you want to get it? If you tell me how you want to get it, I can also tell you how we can get a phone for you. It's not a big deal. Sammy Flex TV, we can also help you to get it. It is not a big problem at all. Now, Sam Olivia says, good evening, big men. Long John, Umpekasa self be this. I say, hey, Long John, also Umpekasa Mpuni. And then Kapekasa there. Okay, true. Skido Kid says, good evening. Celebrity Pastor Chemo, where is your friend Lastmate? Which friend be that?
Lastmate boy.
Lastmate boy.
Oh, he's there. He's there.
Glorious Amma says, Ghana, my motherland. God help us all. Lugano says, hey, does Long John have hearing problem now? I say the way he can talk into my ears, Brasa Michabo and Roland, your ears, Now Prince Lawson says, last mid boy is here. He is Captain Scarlett. It could be true.
So
obviously, last minute boy is Captain Scarlett. Gideon says, what's up with you guys? I'm late, but here. Kwesi IFS says, great conversation, and that is what we are talking about here. So this has been Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV.
Glorious Amma.
Oh, Glorious Amma, they come in Dubai.
DH, my motherland. God help us all.
I think I read that. Yes, I read that. Well, guys, thank you so much for being a part of today's conversation. I'm sure my people have indirectly responded to Black Rasta's statements already. But tomorrow, you make sure you situate it well so he gets the necessary response that he deserves to get.
Take it to the whiteboard.
As we take it to the whiteboard.
Check it to the downstairs.
Jay, my name is Sammy Flex. Remember, I did this with Roland Amate, Long John the blogger, and Intim Do the Solomon Esquire Chemo. Now, you guys have to know this. We are here to also share ideas. So feel free, whatever you want to say, including Captain Scarlett, who keeps watching us. Shouts to you, Captain Scarlett. Keep coming.
Yeah, big ups, big ups.
AKA last mid boy.
But we are going to China, so
Yeah, we are going to China. So to our friends and our people in China, wait for us. We are coming. We share some more details. So you Muntumobo.
And Captain is also about to drop deep thoughts.
Oh, that is the deep thoughts, eh? Yeah, I know. Captain Crab know what deals be bringing. I'll see you to me when you Well, my name remains Sammy Flex. We meet you again when we meet. Subscribe to us and let's do some more. Until then, good night. Sleep well.
Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I'll introduce my new smartphone devices into the